Alright, hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So right now it's really freaking cold and it's like 30 degrees with some winds, so I'm gonna do my best to not really shiver. For today's video, I'll be actually installing this cluster trim that came off from a wrecked up RCF. So this right here has like the Alcantara trim, so it looks pretty clean. When I ordered the RCF cluster, it actually came with this as well. So it does actually have the OEM push to start button and this whole piece right here. So I'm not gonna use this one right here, I'm just gonna use my OEM one just because this one has like a damage. So I'm not sure, while removing they actually used like a screwdriver or something that pretty much damaged it and then scratched it up. So this was actually assembled when it arrived. The only thing was that I just removed the 5 screws that was screwed in, and that's pretty much it, and then this whole thing comes out. But I'll go ahead and show you guys how to remove the top trim piece. It's the same process as if you were actually swapping out the push to start button to the premium version. There are actually screws required, so there's just 5 screws right here and just clips that holds the cluster. The only difference with the newer versions is that the cluster actually has like a lump where it actually has like more stitching, like somewhere like around this area. But with this one right here, it's just like a flat look, so it has no lump, it's just like a flat look. So this for sure will fit like 2014 up to like 2016. Can't feel my hands, man, so I gotta turn this on, get warmed up at least. Goodies of this heated steering wheel, just gotta leave it there now. We'll go ahead and start by removing the bottom trim piece out and then move on to the cluster trim. First thing would be to just remove this bottom trim piece out. So just use your hands. It will come out. Same thing with the other side. The next thing is to pretty much, again, put your fingers through the gap of the trim piece and then just pull it. Probably have to have my car off because I do actually have to unplug the push to start button. So the next thing is to pretty much unplug this. Last thing to remove the cluster fully is to actually unclip this bottom piece out. So there's actually like 1, 2, 3, 4 clips that's holding the cluster, and in order to remove this, you can use your fingers or you can use like a flat screw. So you pretty much have to pry it from this side and then pry it from this side as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try with just my fingers, and it shouldn't be hard, it should be pretty easy just to pry it out. So there you go, that's one up, and there you go, comes out pretty easy. So now for this one, to remove the top trim, you just need to remove the 5 screws right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't remove this one because that's only for the switch. Just gotta remove the ones that are on the top side. Screws out. So I removed all 5 screws, so pretty much now it's just to remove the top trim from the cluster. And there you go. Removes pretty easy, and now it's time for the swap. And here's a better comparison against both trims. So this one right here is the leather with the red stitching, and this one right here is the Alcantara with the dark blue stitching. So not much of a difference, but I really like the whole Alcantara material. But otherwise, it's the same exact size. I went ahead and tacked it together to my OEM cluster. So the next thing is pretty much just to screw it in. There you go, that's the full swap of the cluster. So it's kind of dusty right now, so you kind of probably see some dust on the Alcantara, but that's no worries. I'm gonna go ahead and brush it off with a boar's hair brush probably, and then just to make maybe a pattern around it too as well. This is hella clean, so I'm really liking this so much. I don't know, just the premium button again just makes it look so much cleaner with the Alcantara and the whole cluster. So I mean, the blue stitching doesn't really bother me too much, but yeah, again, I kind of wish there was the red stitching just to kind of like match what I have around. So no big deal though. I'm gonna go ahead and assemble everything back together, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with the bottom piece of the trim. Starting with the bottom piece, just clip it back together. That's it, never forget about this. There we go. That is it. Everything's already intact. Did the swap. Gotta test the button now. We're good. I'm feeling some short POVs now. This thing's hella soft. I like it. Oof, oof, oof. That's the point of view from the entrance. Really clean. Don't mind the tools.
able to finish this cluster thing really early. Sorry, that flashing light always freaks me out, thinking that's my check engine light. But never that's gonna come, because everything around my car is always good. So that was pretty much of me doing some POV driving. Did some short pulls and all that. Couldn't really do it too much. So probably do some POVs sometime soon. So I'll see when I can do it. Anyways, really hope you guys enjoyed the whole video of me swapping out the trim cluster to the RCF version with the Alcantara material. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.